My brothers and sisters, stand tall, cause the station proving that the 80s cost us more than our integrity. We also lost our groove.
Ooh, baby.
But we're bringing it back. Master Sounds.
Listen to the masters.
Brothers and sisters! Brothers and I don't know what this world is coming to.
Yes, the rhythm's a rebel. Without a pause, I'm lowering my level. The hard rhymer, where you never been, I'm in. You want styling? You know it's time again. D, the enemy, telling you to hear it. They praise the music, this time they play the lyrics. Some say no to the album, the show. Bum rush the sound. I made a year ago. I guess you know. You guess I'm just a radical. Not on sabbatical.
All right, guys. Let me get my stuff together and my sound and everything here.
I know you got soul. If you didn't want to be in here. I know you got soul.
All right, guys. Is that better? Here we go. I just got to have something in the background a little bit for myself there. Let me turn my gain up on my microphone. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. There we are. What you doing? Hey, we're going to do some No Man's Sky worlds or we're just going to make one basic world in the Unreal Engine here. Now, I'm going to have a little bit of sort of an advantage over you, and I don't know how I can share the files quite yet. Let me work this out on sharing the files, and maybe I'll link you guys in the future. I just got to be real careful about how I do this. So that's going to be the up advantage. But you don't need the files that I have right now. You can do it with whatever you want. And I'll show you how to get the files right now. You can do it yourself. There's a link in the description for a No Man's Sky model viewer. And it's the video that I do to show you how to get it and how to use it. So with that being said, you don't have to use these models in here, but you can kind of just play along here. Now, I've only done this once before a couple times. 3 times maybe? At one point in time, is what I meant. Back in April, I do believe. So we're just going to I got to dip my feet back into the water and see what's happening here. And I think I can remember most of it. So, yeah. Anyway, what you're going to want to do is after you want to, if you want to go and do that model viewer thing first, go check that out. You can rip some models pretty quickly out of the game. It won't take you that long. I'm telling you, man, within a half an hour, if you're a pretty, computer savvy, file digging kind of person, it won't take you that long. It's really not that complicated. It's easy to follow along. So I think a caveman can do it. And I think that's what my video says too. So easy a caveman can do it. All right. So what we're going to do is open up Unreal Engine. If you got to have an Epic account. So you can go into your Epic and get the Unreal Engine. Now, once you've done that and you're here, what we're going to do is we can make a project. Let's make a name, and let's call this, let's call it our new NMS World. And I think we have to pick a spot here for it. What you're going to want to do is pick third person, right? For right now, anyway. That's how I'm going to do this. And starter content. We're not putting on ray tracing. Target platform, desktop. So yeah, we can target. If you want to be mobile or something. I mean, I probably can get this. After we're done with this, maybe I can save this, and I'll even I'll upload it and give you guys a link to this or something. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what we could do here. It would be kind of cool to we'll be able to share these worlds together after we make them, which is fucking cool, I think. So awesome stuff here. So if you got your Unreal Engine and let's turn that down just slightly here. Just need some background stuff, man. It's been a day. All right, so once you got your Unreal Engine, come in here, hit the third person, hit New World, or type in whatever you want to call it, and then what we're gonna do is it should be hit Create. Projects names may not contain a space. Okay, so that's fine. No spaces in this. Weird. Okay. Perfect. The folder path is invalid. Gosh, man, what's going on here? All right, we're going to put it on the large SSD because these are big files, and, it's really good, I don't know, man. I've been working with SSDs for a long, long time since they came out, and I just couldn't go back to an HD, man. I get on the computers at work, and, man, I fall asleep. So, let's go ahead and hit Create. Boom, boom, boom. So, yeah, going back and ripping those files out, you can rip anything out of the No Man's Sky files with that model viewer. So, if you haven't gone and done that, the link is in the description right now. The other stuff is going to have to come in after the video. Sorry about that. If you're watching live, you're going to be missing some things that I might be talking about. But you're not. You can still work along if you wanted to. Gosh, if you're jumping on, like, oh, I'm going to jump on. I don't know how you do them both quick, but this is mostly for the people that are afterwards. But if you're watching now, we are going to be doing some stuff. This is going to be a very basic world, but you're going to be like, your mind's going to be like, oh, man, wow, this is pretty damn cool, man. I got to remember how to do this, guys. My feet haven't been wet in a while. So I gotta wet my whistle here. We're gonna delete all this stuff here. If you haven't been in these programs before, I'm gonna have to remember how to do this too. It's a little bit different than Blender because I think you have to hold the right. You have to hold the right. Yeah, it's the right mouse button down to maneuver around, which is kind of weird for me, but that's fine. So we've got this here. I need to do one thing first. I do believe. Let's go into our content drawer. I think tab key does that. Jeez, I don't remember all my hotkeys. I should watch that other video before doing this, but I'm just trying to remember what I had done before. So I'm in my content. I think I need to add. Let's go into starter content, and I see my props here, and then you guys can see that I have these guys right here. But what I want to do is I want to add the models that I've taken out of the game. Let me open up this folder here. And I've opened up the model viewer that I was talking about in the very beginning of the video, and I've already pulled out some of these guys here. So we've got the cactuses, the biorooms, the beamstones, the atlas. We've got the hot plants. I've got the mud hut. Of course, I had to get some nip-nip. You know me, I had to get some nip-nip. So the nip-nip is in there. Proto-wheel shrooms, the star bramble, a couple trees, blah, 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 blah. Let's keep on moving, right? Nobody wants to hear it. Let's see it. So I think what I can do is I could just take all these and drag them over into this prop folder. And it's going to go, hey, what's going on here? I think I just hit import all. I am not an Unreal. I've been in here. This is my 5th or 6th time in Unreal Engine, and I've watched about 45 minutes to an hour's worth of tutorials back in April. So I'm going to be super rusty. Obviously, I'm kind of just remembering how to get in here and do this stuff. So, but we're going to make some really quick work really quick here. So after this gets done importing all this stuff in here, it should pop up in here. And then we can start making our terrain, which really is going to get cool. I think making terrain is super fun in here. I don't know what these warnings are. I just back out of it. You guys tell me what those warnings are. But you can see down here now that in the bottom down here, I can't see my screen. In the bottom down here, you can see that I've got some of these assets. Where's the bio room and stuff? Okay, we're building cards. 65%. Oh, so these are the cards, right? These are representing things, I guess. Okay. And what I think we want to do now is right up here at the very top, activate the foliage editing mode. We can open up the tab again. I don't know if, can I just drag the cards in? Why aren't the cards not on? Oh, there they are. Look at all that stuff. Okay, so there's the mud hut, and there's the plants and the hot plants. There's the orb and stuff like that. Really cool, really cool, really cool. There's a foliage part here. This is how we're going to paint this stuff in here. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but we're setting it up over here. We can paint these with different textures and stuff like that too, and we can just drag and drop that later. But we have to go into these individually. You can see that they're all marked right now. I kind of want to unmark these things. Is there unmark all? Is it like a shift or something? No. Go in here and unclick these all, because if you have them all clicked, then you're going to be using them all at the same time, and woo, that gets to be really messy. So bear with me here while I do this. There's probably an unclick all. I have no idea about the shortcuts in here. I've totally forgotten, so we're going to have to just bear with me here. All right, so now we got our foliage in there. Let's go back into, I think it's this guy right here. Okay, we don't have any terrain in here yet. We need to create it. Over on the left-hand side, we can see that we have some options here. We have sections per section size, 63 by 63 quads. This is pretty big, and we are going to create a section here. Let's go ahead and hit create. All right, so it gave us this checkerboard garbage here. So let's go see if we can plop on like a... is it material? Can we do materials? Is it like grass? Do we want grass? I think I can drag this on there, right? I forgot how to do this stuff, guys. Layers, clay brush, clay size. I might have been able to like pick that in the very beginning, maybe, huh? Materials. Maybe it's textures. All right, so there's our textures. We can do something really crazier and odd, right? Do we want like a crazy weird world? Do we want some futuristic stuff? We could drop down these hexes, right? I think. No? Go into this mode here. Now let's go back into our content drawer. Is this what I'm doing wrong? It's my first day, guys. I know I've done this. I've see, I'm in that edit mode right now. Now we're in that mode. Paint. No. What is this? Fracture editing mode. All right, so it's a pretty big world, and here's our guy down here. I don't know if I was just too far back or something. I don't know. Seems like it's selecting that. Let me try this one more time with this. I thought maybe that would work, but no. Somehow I messed up that terrain here. I thought you could just drag and drop it. But here we can shape it, though. Let's go ahead and start shaping, because I obviously had messed up and forgotten what I'm doing over there like that. But let's get into the shaping of the world. We'll drop that something. Well, we'll figure that out in a minute. I could still do it later. So on the left-hand side, at the very top, we want to go back into Activate Landscape Editing mode. And then we have brush sizes and things like that. Like a standard program, kind of, it's right above my head. So we have brush types. You have brush, the tool strength and brush size, and you just gonna have to get into this and play around with it. See how we can start getting some terrain built up in here. So let's build up the edges a little bit here. Make some mountainy stuff there. There we go. Those look nice. Some Dr. Seuss mountains here. I want them kind of smooth. That way you can kind of maybe experience it. Maybe even walk up it too. You remember, you're just that little guy over there. That guy, that way guy over there is the size of you. So you're in here, start sculpting, and you kind of forget. This is kind of crazy. And you gotta come in here and play a little bit and get used to the controls. You got to get that muscle memory down. It's a little odd for me too. I'm used to some programs kind of using this like this. I'm probably going to be using a lot more of this because I love doing this. This is fun. And I've made some really good ones already back in April. I did really good, I think, a few times. And hopefully I can get back up to that point in the next 2 days. It would be really nice. I'm obviously super rusty here. So we got this one round brush here, and let's switch it up here. Let's take get some different kind of style over here. There's a way to speed up the camera speed too. Is that right here? Camera speed. There we go. So I can take that up to like a 5 or a 6, and oh yeah, look at that. We're getting zippity-doo-dah around the world now. Okay, much better for me and much better for you too. So let's hit the star one. It's a default alpha texture, and then we have. I can pick different textures. Hold up a second. See, this is where just no venture, no gain, man. I watched one video, and I'm a professional now. Is it going to be textured, or no? It's not. But that's fine. I like that. That looks really cool. So we got a whole different style of kind of mountains that that I'm going to build up over here. It's building it in the texture. Whoa. Okay. So the texture is manipulating how it's going there. That's really cool. I didn't know that you could like do that. So that's something I hadn't done before. That looks really weird. Let's try something different here. I mean, oddly enough, what is this going to do? Gotcha. Look at that. So it's very, very weird. These are like the Badlands over here, huh? That's some wicked terrain, though. That is some wicked terrain. Let's build them up here. These, ew. And I'm just pushing the mouse down and shaking it around. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm falling forward, guys. So, let's pick one of these here and get some transitional mountains. Is that a round stuff? Is that like a... I'm sure that's going to look cool. I don't know why it's grabbing on it like that. It's so weird. And this is where you would have to get in here and just play around. Look, we're gonna be able to walk through this little spot right here. That's gonna be really cool. It's a very weird brush. That's an odd one. I'm getting it needs to be rebuilt. Did I break it? One plateau, huh? Okay, so let's get an erase thing here. Phone check 1 2. Erase, noise, hydro. I know I've done this before. Sculpt, paint, manage, delete. Not with that brush. Resize, spines, select, import, new. How come there's not a erase in here? Ramp, flatten. Is this gonna take it down? Is it adding or is it take? Okay, that's really weird. Hey, we're just playing around now. We're going crazy with some brushes here. Brush fall off. Oh, I gotcha. Let's go back into one of these little weird ones here. Can we just go back into... Thought I could go back. I thought it was like a back button. Use. Well, that actually looks cool. Let's do the hexes here. Look at that. It's going to hex it. Are we still in... Go back to add, right? Textures need to be rebuilt. Sculpt. Whoa, that's a weird, that's a weird, warning I keep getting. Flatten, sculpt. We're going back into sculpt, right? There we go. I forgot which button I just hit and why I was messing it up. There we go. So then you can like sculpt upon sculpting, and then that's really weird results. So you can mix them together. Why did I fall through? Okay, so where's my guy at? My guy is somewhere over here, right? We've buried him. That's why he's falling through. Yeah. Okay, so let's grab our guy and we kind of move him over. We got to go back into select mode, right? I'm going to walk around our world for a minute. Oh, my camera angles. My camera's too fast right now. Let's grab our guy and pull him up. Because when we pop back in the world, he's falling out, so... Are we above the ground yet? Alright. Now let's hit the play button. Here we go. Alright, see now we this is the world that we just sculpted. It looks goofy as hell, right? I mean, but come on guys, we're just kind of pushing through here a little bit. Just to kind of see what we were doing. See if we can get up on top of this little plateau here. This is, I don't know if I can, if that angle is going to be good enough. He can't go up there. All right. So let's paint some stuff in here. Maybe we can, I can show you how to, we're going to go back into our foliage editing here. And let's pick a mushroom here. They're all on pick. The mushroom is picked. I think we can pick I think we double click it. And we go into editing this thing, right? And then I think we can go into our content drawer and then add material. It's not material. What do I do here? I totally forgot. Oh, I think we might get to pick the material here. So can we have little gold ones? There we go. Just like that. So we got some little gold guys there. And then we can back out of this. And then this one should be gold now. Okay, so now we can do this with each part that we want. So let's go into that and we can double click the mushroom. And these guys always looked cool pink. So if we had some kind of pink stuff in here or whatever, kind of neon glowy stuff. And this is where you can probably go and pick different, you can go get different assets packs. And this is like, we're just barely touching the surface here on this, guys. So I'm liking, let's go with this. We got some weird metallic world going on. We're going to keep on going with the metallic world. So now that mushroom's going to look all metallic over there. And then let's grab, we're not going to do the nip yet. Let's go in and grab, we're not going to do those guys yet either. We're going to do these guys here. Let me get this one here. And let's pull them up. Yeah, let's get out of that. I double clicked the wrong thing there. Oof. Alright, let's go back into that little cactus guy. And we haven't picked. We gotta double click down here and pick a material. Let's go ahead and just keep it reasonable with something bush material. No, that looks dumb. Oops. It's my first day. I say that all the time. And it's actually kind of my first day. It's my first week on the job here doing this. All right, so we've got, let's keep that one checked. Let's keep that one checked, and let's check this one. And we are in there. Brush size, paint density. Let's try to take this probably down as all the way as much as possible, probably to 2. Make the paint size really big. And let's zoom way the hell out here. So now when I take this paintbrush and swipe it across here, I'm going to be laying down the cactuses, whatever I have checked off over here, the ones that I've just colored so far. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go. All right, look at that. So now we've got all this, we got a lot of the No Man's Sky assets in there right now, and they're hanging out doing their thing. And, well, I know I can pull in some kind of glowy stuff on this. So I was doing these 3 here first, and it just kind of mixes them together. You can see that we got this weird little thing going on, whatever you want to call that. So now we can uncheck these. And let's just say we're going to do, let's go back into our drop point here like this. Let's find a spot to have like a, where are we going to live? You know, this looks like a spot, huh? Let's set our No Man's Sky bio room down here. If I have it. Not in starter packs, right? Starter content, props. Should be right in the, oh, they're looking kind of, it's not building up the, so they're there. It says it right here. Why is it looking kind of weird? It's not didn't build up the card, I guess. So I pop that down there like that, right? Okay, cute. Now I think I put a texture on this itself. Let's see here. Not a texture. So these are just the stock textures, you know. So I mean, you know, what do you want? Bricks, or do you want these crazy hexes? I feel like there we go. All right, so let's go back into our foliage paint, and let's grab that nip brush. Let's make sure that these are off, and let's go click that nip brush, the nip plant, and go grab a color for that. I think there's a way that we could change this. I'm gonna have to watch those videos again. You know, you got a whole bunch of Unreal guys that are just way better than me. I'm just trying to introduce you guys to this. You can sit there and do this, and it's just really fun, man. It's on a whole nother level of No Man's Sky cool here. You make your own world and ripping the models out of there too. So, well, I guess we got to go with the grass, right? Ground, is it going to be? That's cool enough. Can we change the size of this over here? Screen size. LOD. Okay, gotcha. Default value for properties. Yeah, because I think I want to change the size of this. Maybe cycles of train. I know I've done this because, well, we could do it afterwards and make some bigger. And then there's probably a way to like copy paste and stuff like sample collections. Oh, this is getting into stuff that's way over my head, man. I don't care to. You're lucky that I'm fumbling as good as I am through this. Is right now. Where are we at? Yeah, where are we at here? Yeah, 30 minutes, I guess. Here, that's not too bad. Not my best, but we're working it here. We've got that nip plant. Is it highlighted? It's not highlighted. Let's highlight that. And are we in par paint mode? Okay, so density, radius, scale, minimum and okay, so we have minimum and maximum. Okay, so this is really cool. Placements and we're getting super detailed here, bro. Random pitch and angle. Fuck yeah. That's super cool, man. Yeah, it's my first day, man. I'm getting super excited about all kinds of little stuff here. So let's go scale size minimum. We'll go there and let's do our maximum 10. So it should do like anything in between there. Scaling uniform foliage instances will have a uniform X, Y, and Z scales. Yeah, I think so. That's gonna keep it in a perspective, or it's gonna like look stretched out and stuff like that. We don't want to like start pulling out X, Y's, and Z's or anything like that. So now we can lay this down, and we have we have a little bit of do we want to mix it with that, or do we want to have this in its own little? Yeah, this is gonna be painted throughout here, right? The nip laying it. That's too much. Hold up. Back up. Let's hit the Control Z on that. So we've got to take the maximum down quite a bit, man. I didn't know the scale was going to be that intense. Wasn't it at 1 already? So what about 1.9? All right. I guess so. I mean, we can start doing like densities, huh? Radius, densities. I have no idea what to claim of what I'm doing or what I just did. Let's look. No, that's not it. Take that back. Let's take the density back down. So maybe the density, we want that like sparse, huh? Let's take it down like that, huh? Oh no, let's go back. It must have been below that already then, huh? Can I type in values here? Can I do like a 150? Perfect. All right. And I'm sure we can change like the style, brush size, paint density. We have that density down as much as possible over there already. Density, let's take this 150 down. Let's take the Nip Mountains over here. I'm gonna hit those hard. Trying to paint it in there. It doesn't like the textures over there. It's saying, no, there's no place to actually attach it, man. So that's the problem over there. All right, so let's get some mud huts in there. We can probably just drag a few of these mud huts. Landscape editing mode. Use target value, brush type. Why can I not remember how to set the whole texture for the damn ground back there? Seems like something I would have should be like right there, or a drag and drop. Am I dragging and dropping the wrong thing? I mean, we got texture files here. And I swear, I've had some texture files. I've had it look weird before. Yeah, I'm doing something weird. And for some reason, I think I do it in the very beginning. But you can do it at any point in time. I keep getting hung up on this. Anyway, we're going to push on. We're just going to have this checkerboard ground for right now because Sky can't figure it out. Let's go back into the foliage editing tab up here, or no, let's go into the content drawer and we're going to drop down some. We wanted the mud huts there, right? Let's pull this guy up here. We got textures, props, and kind of cool. We can pull, like, we can even, like, just do, like, so let's have, there was these mountains over here. We can have, like, big, we can just grab one of these guys and do it. Whoa. Select objects, Q. I don't know why it's not letting me select my background like that. I totally forgot something there. I don't know what I forgot. So I get that I picked these since you painted them down, that it wants to grab them all. Let's grab this guy like this and see if we can play around with this a little bit. Let's get this guy bigger. All right. Scale objects. There we go. So in the scale object, I think you want to grab all of them at once. If you grab one of the 3 pieces, you'll be scaling XYZ stuff, and then you're gonna get funky looking. All right, so now we've got that, and I think just duplicate. Gosh, I almost want to say that it's the same. Hold on. It's not. I'm thinking I'm using Blender here, and that is not the case. But there is like a way you can duplicate this. I'm just super rusty right now, so trying to remember the program. It's been since April, so, and I've been super into this. I don't know why I haven't jumped back in. But what we can do here now is, let's say that we want to paint this a different, let's go grab a, particles are like animated. We could even do that too. I think I put even these on there too, like smoke and stuff like that. It's kind of neat. But I think what we're going to want is a texture here of some sorts. Something funky. What do you guys want? What are we thinking here? These guys always look cool with some, I don't know. This is kind of weird. We used this for a texture just a minute ago. Turn gray first, and then it's going to give it to me. There we go. All right, that's weird. I don't know. Like I said, we're not like aiming for perfection. We're just trying to get a basic kind of a No Man's Sky world here. We're gonna get all kinds of crazy here a little bit later. And if you want to see something good, I actually did something in April. Actually really looks good, better than I did now, because I just freshly watched a tutorial and I was on it, man, and it looked pretty good. So I think now we can. I was gonna throw in another something over here, right? I want to paint it in, I think. So let's go back in here, and what was our last thing? The nip. Let's grab one of these here, and density, radius, scaling, uniform, X scale, minimum, maximum.
Stop, listen, and learn.
Get your groove on.
The king has spoken.
Master Sounds FM.
So we're just gonna make it like that, and that density's way down. Is that the one I turned on, right? I wish they would show you. All right, there we go. Okay, so let's pick a. We'll pick a. Something odd? That's odd. Let's take it. I like that. Now let's back out of this here. And those are those little crystals that are in the game. And let's go back into. Where's our. Okay. Paint. There we go. Nope. Why is my paintbrush not showing up? I just don't know. Nope, nope. Oh, there we go. I thought I had it selected, but it wasn't. No, there's nothing selected. All right. There we go. Where's all the textures at? Is it building? Let's hit the Control Z. Oh, they were coming in. Okay, let's see if we can get them bigger. Anyway, let's scale that up. Let's scale that up to like way up, and then paint density. Can we just type in a? Can we go like a 0, 0, 0? Hold up. Let's go point 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3. Something weird. Whoa. Brush size, paint density. It's now it went back to like 0. And I'm kind of well, there's two different areas for this paint density. There's a brush size paint density up here, and then there's a density down here. It's a little bit confusing. Let's go 50 on that. I don't get anything, huh? Is it because this paint density up here says something that we don't like? Can we go to a 0.003? Did it not like that last number that I gave it? There we go. Okay, so let's scale that up a little bit more. Let's say we want this to go up to like a 7. Alright, now we got some crazy, we got the Badlands over here. Can we set that on the Badlands? Oh yeah, the Crystal Badlands over here. Okay. Let's see. What do we have? We have these big guys. I think we should like drop a big one in there and just to look at, huh? And just paint it all weird. Let's go into props. Let's go into, we got to go into the editing mode. Let's spin around. You guys want to walk around this thing real quick? Just now, let's get the big thing in the air real quick. Go into the content drawer. Let's whip it out. One of these guys. Over here by the house. We'll get a couple of these guys, huh? I gotta remember how to. There we go. There's that thing there. Scale. Scale. There we go. Ooh, going fast. I got you get that camera angle up there. All right, so let's go back to moving this guy around. Let's put him up in the air. And we got this guy in the air here. Oh, my exes live in Texas. I know. I'm going for American Idol, folks. I practicing. Just it's a work in progress. So we're going to go back into textures here and pull out something glowy. What is this thing? T-burst? It looks like a black hole, and it's very interesting looking. Let's see what that's going to do for us here. Okay. It's weird. And we have all this transform stuff. I don't know if I want to start poking around on that yet. There we go. It's kind of funky. So let's edit, copy, duplicate, Control W. What a weird shortcut for that. So Control W. It grabbed weird. It grab some weird things and put them. No, I almost like want to put the houses together. All right, so let's Control Z that. Control Z. There we go. I still got multiple things selected. You see how I've got they're still highlighted. I find that weird. Let me go back to this guy and see how these are still highlighted. What do I got to do to turn it off? He selects everything. That's funny. All right, well, so if I hit the Control W again here, am I just going to do another repeat of that? It's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead. We can delete that, and we can probably delete one of those. Can I delete another one? Nope. Let's go back, bring that back in. I think I have one of these back here. Let's just move it since we got, there we go. All right, let's walk around this for a minute here, and we're gonna get in here. So that's I know it's basic, basic, but it's there's a lot of potential here, and we've done way better than this already. So this was like a reintroduction for doing this. Look at them nip fields. Dibby-doo. We got the nip fields. Oh, I need a little Gek character in here. I'm going to put a we're going to have to go get the Gek models and change it all. So let's go over to we have the crystal the crystal areas too here. All the nip. I love seeing that all the No Man's Sky files in here. It's so fun. And there's so many of them, man. You go into that model viewer, you've got all the options. It's going to be really fun to just sit here and play with some worlds, man. And share them all in this little, whatever little open source and group that we might come out from this here. So the weird crystal stuff going on. Do. She had like a jetpack, and I can get up there and see the floating orbs. And the houses I made way too big, huh? I can't even like get into this thing. It's so unrealistically huge. Yep, we gotta go the other way. Oh, if I hit delete on that, it's gonna delete everything, isn't it? Huh? Part of the brush strokes. That's kind of weird. I'm sure you can dissect it. I mean, can you just grab one? No, you can't. Can you scale this all at once? That'd be really weird. That would be weird. All right, let's see if we walk into that little house. Dippity-doo. There was some weird sections of the mountains I wanted to go run through, huh? I think that's over here, where that tall, skinny piece. Did we have like a canyon kind of to run through here? All right, so it won't let you in the model because, well, there's not a door there, and the model came without the door. There's a little problem. So the models that you get are just, they're going to be props, man. They're not going to be functional because, well, they don't belong to this world. They belong to No Man's Sky. We need other things to work. But look at this little ravine over here. This is going to be super cool to run through. And we're going to be, we're going to go rip some more stuff out of the game and yank it in here and have some fun. I think we got ship models and stuff like that to put in here. And we don't have to go wonky crazy with all this terrain like we did for this thing. I think we were just kind of trying to lay down a base foundation, just trying to get your feet wet, trying to re-wet my feet. Like I've only done this a handful of times, so I barely remembered how to get this far. So with that being said, where are we at on the video? Almost an hour, huh? It was a very simple hour, and I think with an extra 20 minutes or so, if that model view was working, I think that it would be. If not, let me figure out a way to share some files with you guys. This is gonna be a little tricky of where I need to have this upload at. So, yeah, pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. I wonder, can we start? Let's get back out of here. And let's go into terrain edit while we have this stuff here. So we have, let's go into here, go into our brushes. And so we have like different, these things too. Like, so we can get hydro and like, God, I think we can get water, like water stuff too. So we got erosion. So like, say we want a river. A river runs through it. This is open right here. Maybe this will be the water. I don't know how to put water in here yet, but I sure know. I think I know how to make a fucking river. I think maybe here. Ow. Skibby-doo. Erosion. Hydro? It's working. It was working. Okay. So it's simulating the tool strength. So let's put that strength up a little bit here. Let's go back into erosion here. There we go. It was doing some stuff. It's just doing it very slowly here. So if we came in here and I knew how to put some water in this, this would be a kind of a, what I'm thinking is, yeah, it's like a little, be sort of like a little riverbed. If we just keep on sculpting it and working this, I should go in here and change the tool strength and whatever all this stuff, noises and everything like that. I don't know what all that stuff means. I'm a fool and an idiot when it comes to this thing. I'm just a bumbling and falling forward. I have no idea. We're just getting an introductory thing here. Look at that. I'm spinning. These are kind of folding in. That's what I was interested too in. Let's go back into sculpt, right? Smoothing. We got all kinds of different stuff. Visibility, mirror. It's a lot of little cool stuff here. I want to go into work with entire landscape components. Target layers, brush size. I wonder if I can landscape stuff. Can I pull this down and look at so we got some landscape attributes over here. Default plays, landscape, default physics. I'm still looking for where I can change the damn gizmo activator. The textures of it. I swear last time I dragged and dropped it, it was easy. It's something super easy that I overlooked at this point in time here. So let's just go back into sculpting here. Like oh, not that one. What am I on? That's not what I wanted. Let's Control Z that. So yeah, maybe laying down your terrain or your flora first, and then doing this will give you some way better results. Because we've seen that once I had these on there, once I had the terrain all crazy and really extreme, that it wouldn't let me put anything down. And that's what was going on over here. Like I couldn't take anything down. We'd have to smooth this out, redo it, and then put it down. But this is cool to do it after it's already done. You're going to get some really more kind of... looks so much more real now. Yeah, that's how you do it, man. Now we're just going to have to learn how to put some water in there and stuff. We got our assets in there, and you know how to put the textures on each one. Now these are just the basic textures that came in the you'd have to like in the very beginning, or you can see here. There's an add. You can add import game starter textures, so you can hit that right there, and you can import all these things that I've been using besides the No Man's Sky models that I've pulled from the game with a tool called the No Man's Sky Model Viewer. So that link to that video on how to pull those models are already in the description as the video is going live, so it's there for you. Check it out. Now, I'm still perplexed by why I can't remember how to add activate paint mesh editing modes. It's got to be landscape. It's got to be in this landscape. Target layers. And I've changed, so the brush textures, it went off of, I get you now, landscape editor. Manage, is it in manage here? Man, oh man, that's a crazy thing that I overlooked in the very beginning here that I just can't figure out how I did it. So, but anyway, it's not really all that important. You can find out that pretty quickly, and I would do that maybe in the very beginning is set the textures on that landscape. I'd go back and watch my own video, and I'd probably see how to do it. I did it probably really quickly. I did this world way better than this probably in 30 minutes on my last video, but I just got done watching a video, so there we go. We just made sort of like your own kind of world, and you can see that all we need to do is just pull more models out. And I didn't even use but a few of the ones that I did have. I mean, we still got a whole bunch of models in here to go at. I mean, we could throw the Atlas in here, huh? Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, why haven't I done that? I don't know, guys. Let's put the Atlas in on top of where? There was like a square part, right? I've already messed it up. It was right here. So let's grab that Atlas and drop him right here. And we are going to scale him up. I think we gotta go back to this here. Grab this guy. We're going to scale. All right, look at that. We got the great Atlas in there. Let's back up there. Which way is it facing? All right, spin this around here. We got to have something to worship. Turn it the right way so we're all going to be looking at it. What kind of texture should we put on this, huh? Something goofy? I wish I had some banana shit to put on there. It's some stupid. It's got the stupidest texture we could find here. I don't know why. What is this thing? Throw it on there. Boom, boom. Here we go. Clown textures. So you can see that, you know, we didn't really try. Now, the next one I'm going to watch my videos. I'm going to go watch the other videos. So the next one of these that I do, we're going to be hitting it a lot better. This was kind of getting my muscle memory to to relearn itself. I did learn some things off of this though, because I wasn't making these little ravine pieces. That's super cool. And then learning to lay down the flora before we start doing this sculpting on the land is super cool too as well. That's a good little trick that I learned. I'm sure some Blender guru artists that come in here looking at my video are just rolling their eyes at me. Hey, let me know what I'm doing wrong, man. And if there's some, I already know I'm doing a lot of stuff wrong. I'm gonna go back and do that Unreal Guru guy's tutorial again. We're gonna do a whole really cool world here, and I think he adds like a whole bunch of stuff in it. Maybe we'll do that live or something because I think that's interesting. This is super cool, and there's a whole lot of different free games for this out right now, and different packs that you can do. There's like the Superman in New York City. If you want to talk about some really cool stuff, that is super cool. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna head on out. We've kind of made a quick little world. It's a far stretch to call it a custom No Man's Sky world as of right now, but you guys already get it. The basics of this, you could see, like, I already gave you the kind of like the seed. I say the seed. Anyway, here you guys go. We're gonna continue this. Maybe I'll get up in the morning, have some coffee, come out here and put some nice playlist on, get my head straight, and we'll do this a little bit more. I'm going to watch those videos and I'll be way better at it. We're going to make something really cool. So, not promising anything on the time on that, but morning sounds good to me. I probably overlooking some prior engagement that I have, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, super cool, huh? We got all these, all the models you could want out of the game and put them in here. So, super cool. I'll open up the model viewer again, and we're gonna pull some more in here. We're gonna, we'll just throw in some weird stuff, it'll get kind of fun. So. Well, that being said, man, we had a good time. I thought, it's been a little bit over an hour. It was definitely a slow video, so I knew I wasn't doing anything amazing right now. I didn't script this, and I haven't touched it since April, so you're lucky that we made this as good as we did. I'm pretty satisfied. I mean, I think it's impressive, and I know it looks like garbage. You're like, oh, what the hell is that? Look what we did. We sculpted, we painted in all the assets from the game. I kind of tell you guys how to pull all these models out, and if we give it a lot more effort, even just a little bit more effort, and each time is going to get better. This is actually not that bad. So, with that being said, let's pull back out of here and take a bird's eye view, fly around one more time. We did all kinds of weird mountain stuff. It looks pretty cool. And I will see about figuring out where a safe place would be for me to give you guys these files, because I got too many people watching me right now and whatever else. I don't know. I don't know. I see the other guys doing it and at like the Nexus mod sites and stuff like that. Let me ask a few guys, man. I don't know about this model stuff. I know I've gotten like pulled for doing MIDI files that were mine, so Google just doesn't understand some files. But this would be definitely on like an infringement sort of thing. I don't know. Pulling the models out. I'm not selling them, but really, you guys all have them. I showed you how to get them though. I just don't know about sharing them. So, with that being said, I took you guys that far, and there you guys go, man. We've made a pretty basic kind of world and showed you how to put in the assets in there. Damn, I think we did pretty good. And we're going to do a lot better. So, we're picking this back up now that I got some winter time coming up, and we'll be stuck inside for a little bit. We're going to be making some cool worlds. Well, that being said, I love you guys. Call someone up, tell them you love them. Hit that like and subscribe.